They're all in the stalls for the Grand National. The lights on. They're on their journey. Malingo missed it a couple of lengths. Georgie's son, Sir Sagamore, first out as they reach the first of 28 fences. All jumping it well. Wolver Action and old Donnies Chance are handy to the Moorley. Man of Air, Royal Discount not far away when they leap the second fence now. And down up towards the third one in the race now. And Angus Air has gone through to be the leader. Wolver Action is in second placing when they leap this. And what a huge leap by the leader. He put 3 lengths on them at that one, Angus Air. In second, Wolver Action didn't jump it as well. Donnies Chance is third on the inside when they head out of the straight. A couple of lengths to Sir Sagamore, who's fourth on the inside, the favourite, followed by Georgie's son, a couple to Zealand Grey, Royal Discount, and then Vim's Brother, followed by Come On Manuel. Back behind him when they go to the first on the riverside then is Teen Wolf and Man of Air, and Malingo is last of all. Here's the next on the riverside. Angus Air leapt over at about 3 lengths in front now. In second placing on the outside, Wolver Action from Donnies Chance, and they've got about 5 lengths clear. Sir Sagamore in fourth placing, and then a break of 3.5 to 4 to Georgie's son when they go to the next. Zealand Grey on his outside, about 3 lengths then to Royal Discount, Vim's Brother, Come On Manuel, Teen Wolf. A couple of lengths further back is Man of Air, and last of all is Malingo. They jump that next fence on the riverside, and they're about to head out towards the Smithfield Road treble for the first time. Angus Air is the leader, a length and a half clear from Donnies Chance. In third placing, Wolver Action. About 4 or 5 lengths back as Sir Sagamore. The same margin, Georgie's son. Zealand Grey on his outside. 3 lengths, Royal Discount. Man of well back in the field, Teen Wolf and Vim's Brother as they head to the first of the treble the first time. Well back in the field still is Come On Manuel. Didn't leap that one well. Man of Air is back second last, and Malingo last of all. They've jumped the middle of the treble. Here's the last of the treble on the first circuit. Angus Air leapt over it a couple of lengths clear. Wolver Action in second placing. Back third, about a length and a half away, is Donnies Chance. Then a break of 6 lengths to Sir Sagamore, the same margin to Zealand Grey. 1-2 Royal Discount. Teen Wolf. Georgie's son over on the inside of Vim's Brother when they come down to the next fence. Come On Manuel is next 2 lengths away. Followed a break of about 5 or 6 lengths further back in the field. Man of Air and Malingo last of all. They come down now. They've jumped 12 fences on their journey. They swing back down towards the steeplechase lane again. Angus Air the leader in the National. A couple of lengths clear from Wolver Action. Donnies Chance. Sagamore a close fourth. Followed by Zealand Grey as they come around towards the first in the lane. Georgie's son over near the inside. Royal Discount wider out from Teen Wolf. Vim's Brother, Come On Manuel. Man of Air is second last, and Malingo still last of all. They come up towards the second one in the lane now, and Angus Air is the leader. Comes towards this one and leapt it high. Wolver Action second with Donnies Chance, a length and a half to Sir Sagamore fourth. They were followed 4 or 5 lengths back by Royal Discount and Zealand Grey together next, trailed by Georgie's son as they go towards the next fence. Back behind him then is Teen Wolf and Vim's Brother, and all one's tossed the rider off back in the field. Come On Manuel's out of action. Come On Manuel through the rider at that fence, and the horse and rider quickly to their feet. They're okay. Here's the 17th fence in the race coming up now. Angus Air again leaping over it well from Wolver Action second, not jumping it particularly well. In on the rail, Donnies Chance. Sagamore fourth. There's been little change in that leading group. Royal Discount next from Zealand Grey. 2 lengths to Teen Wolf when they head to the riverside again from Georgie's son, Vim's Brother. Long break to Man of Air and Malingo under pressure last of all. Here's the first on the riverside for the last time now, and jumping over that one successfully. Angus Air and neck to Wolver Action, putting a bit of pressure on him. 3 or 4 lengths to Donnies Chance to Sagamore, and then Royal Discount the outside making ground. 2 or 3 lengths further back in the field, Georgie's son getting up on the inside of Zealand Grey, Vim's Brother and Teen Wolf together, and then a break to Man of Air and Malingo. They leap that one on the riverside now and head up towards the fourth on the riverside, and the leader is Angus Air by 3/4 to Wolver Action. Sir Sagamore, Donnies Chance and Royal Discount, a line of 3. 3 lengths to Zealand Grey, Vim's Brother, Teen Wolf, Georgie's son under some pressure, followed by Man of Air and Malingo under the batters, about 6 or 8 lengths last of all. Heading out for the treble now for the last time. Wolver Action moved up, and for the first time in the race applies a lot of pressure to Angus Air. 2 lengths in front of Royal Discount to Sagamore and Donnies Chance, and 2 lengths to Vim's Brother, Teen Wolf and Zealand Grey as they go to the first of the treble now. Wolver Action jumping that one a bit better than Angus Air, got a length in in front. Royal Discount third at the middle of the treble from Donnies Chance to Sagamore. 1.5 to Vim's Brother, responding to hard riding as they leap the third last one. Angus there just about stopped at that one. And the leader, Wolver Action, by a length and a half to Royal Discount. Donnies Chance, 1 Vim's Brother. Sir Sagamore still there about fifth on the inside, and they've broken away from Zealand Grey, Teen Wolf. Angus there dropping out, and Man of Air when they leap the fourth last. Sir Sagamore has fallen. Sir Sagamore came down at the fourth last one now. Over the third last, Donnies Chance, the 10-year-old, strode to the lead. Donnies Chance led a length and a half. Royal Discount. Wolver Action third from Vim's Brother. A long break to Zealand Grey. Man of Air passing Teen Wolf, and then Georgie's Son. Here's the second last one. Donnies Chance over it in front, landing 3 lengths. Into second placing, Royal Discount from Vim's Brother. Georgie's Son took a fall. Georgie's Son fell at the second last. Into the straight and wonder jump, and the grand old man of steeplechasing, Donnies Chance, leads. The 10-year-old, start number 108, the 28th fence looming, over it, and he wins. Donnies Chance, he's clear and he's over it. 6 lengths in front to Vim's Brother, who's trying valiantly, followed by Royal Discount, Wolver Action, Man of Air, but Donnies Chance clear at the 200-metre mark. He's 8 lengths in front of Vim's Brother. Man of Air finishing well when it's all over, but this great old horse, 10 years of age, Donnies Chance, his first national. Young Craig Robertson keeps him going, and Donnies Chance wins the Grand National by 5 lengths, pulling up. Man of Air gets up for second in front of Vim's Brother. Royal Discount, Wolver Action, long break to Zealand Grey, Teen Wolf, and Malingo's going to be the last to finish. Here's one didn't complete the course. That's Angus there. He failed to jump the last couple. A few tumblers. Here they come now. Up at the fourth last, the favourites to Sagamore fell soon after that, and Georgie's Son fell, and Come On Manuel, who went early in the race, just cantering past the finishing post now. They're okay, so Sagamore and Come On Manuel all okay, and we'll check on the other boys as soon as we can. Well, victory here to the 10-year-old Donnies Chance, number 3, ridden by Craig Robertson, who's only just recently turned to steeplechase riding. He's had but a handful of rides over the tall timber. He won the Australian steeplechase on this horse back at the end of June. Since then, a 4th in the crisp, up on the pace all the way, and a grand staying performance. Wonderful chaser. And Donnies Chance at start number 108 tastes his finest win. Second, number 4, Man of Air, A. Harrison, and third, number 7, Vim's Brother, M. Patton. The time 5 minutes and 58 seconds. Georgie's Son, or Donnies Chance, returning to scale. Number 3, Donnies Chance, winner of the Grand National Steeplechase. A 10-year-old by Turn the Tide from Gestel, having his 108th start today. He's 45th over the jumps, his 5th victory. And he is raced by B. McCall, trained by Ken Rogerson, and was ridden by Craig Robertson. Second placing to Man of Air by Skiandoo from Balana, a 6-year-old bay gelding, trained by Maxwell, ridden by A. Harrison. Vim's Brother third by LC2 from a Rose, trained by J. Delahunty and ridden by M. Patton. Fourth was Royal Discount. Fifth was Wolver Action in the time of 5 minutes 58. So dividends here, Donnies Chance, 830 and 250. Man of Air, 190. And Vim's Brother, 330. It's 830 and 250 for Donnies Chance, 190 for Man of Air, and 330 for Vim's.
I'll give you this list, right, and then we'll do the mementos. Right. And we'll have them.
We'll have them lined up, right? Okay.
We'll stand down. Do you want me to hold on to this list?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Congratulations, Mike Turner, sponsorship and events manager.
There are no weight changes in race 5 today, no changes to weight. At 3 minutes gone in the final quarter at North Hobart, and the scores are level, 8 goals, 13 apiece.
Mr. Minister, members of Parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen the running of Victoria's premier jumping event, the Grand National Steeple Chase, and I congratulate all the competitors, the owners and riders who've given us the support. It was a wonderful race and it was well won. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Mike Turner from Carlton and United, who will introduce the Minister, Mr. Neil Trezise, and on behalf of the Victoria Racing Club, I'd like to thank Neil Trezise for the support he's given to jumping throughout his term of office. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mike Turner.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to thank the VRC for allowing Carlton United Breweries the opportunity of sponsoring this time-honoured event. We have sponsored one of the oldest jumping races in Australia with one of the newest brands, Foster Special Bitter in Australia, so we're delighted for that connection. Before passing over to the Minister, I'd like to say on behalf of all sponsors of sport, a heartfelt thanks to Neil Trezise for the great job he's done with sport and recreation over the last 10 years. Would you put your hands together for the Minister, please? I'd now like to call on the Honourable Minister, Mr Neil Trezise, Minister of Sport and Recreation, to present the Foster Special Bitter Grand National Steeple Chase Trophy on behalf of CEB. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you, Mike. Chairman David Burke, committee and members of the VRC, Mike Turner and the CEB, other sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. Well, each year the highlight of our jumping season in Victoria are the Grand Nationals, and the Grand National Steeple Chase is often referred to as the Melbourne Cup for the jumping fraternity. Today, as we know, is a very special day. Being the first day, we've had a Sunday race being here at Flemington in the 127-year history of the Grand National, and I'm sure by the attendance today, which is many thousands more than last year, it justifies the request of the racing leaders in Victoria, New South Wales and South Australia to have limited Sunday meetings, and I congratulate the VRC on the way today has been a great success. But as I said earlier, to win the Grand National Steeple Chase is the ambition probably of everyone who breeds, owns, trains or rides jumping horses, and today the place in the record books of course goes to that great campaigner Donnies Chance, who won the Australian Steeple and now saddled up today won the great double of the Grand National Steeple itself. And so I'd ask the owners of Donnies Chance, Mr B. McCall, if he's here, to come forward. He's not here, so and I think Ken Rogerson, the trainer's in Darwin. He's following the sun. So the foreman, Mr. Maury Fox, is going to come and take the place of the owner. So come forward, Maury, and receive this magnificent trophy for a great win in this very prestigious race. Well done.
Mr Trezise, Mr Burke, members of the VRC committee, it's a big thrill. You don't often get the chance to do this, and just like to thank the jockey for doing a good job. He's only a lad and he's got to make it as a jumping jockey. Thank you very much.
We'll now hear from Craig Robertson. Craig Robertson.
I'd just like to thank Mr Trezise, the VRC, the owners of Donnies Chance and the trainer and the foreman for getting me here today. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. And thank you.
We'll get a photo, I think, now, girls. Boys.
All right. What we'll try and do is grab a photograph.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a presentation to the winning riders of all the Grand National Steeple chases since 1941. These handsome gentlemen behind have all won Grand National Steeple chases. And the first presentation, we're going to leave the oldest man till last because he's going to reply on behalf of all those. The first one is Formidable and Cliff Bickham. Cliff Bickham rode Formidable in 1947. Next one is Landrillo. Kenny Wilson rode Landrillo in 1951. In 1954, the winner was Fearless Chief and the rider was Trevor Jones. You can all see how well these fellas end up after being jumping jockeys. In 1961, Tony Hollins rode Odd Boots. In 1967, Scottish John won the race and the rider was Neville Rantel. In 1969, we had Summer Flight and the winner was Michael Lawrence. He'd go to scale at a bit over 9 stone today. 1974, Fire Sun, Matt Van Streen. 1973, Deacon Street, Jay Williams. In 1981, K-Moto was ridden by Paul Healy. Before asking George Kenny to come forward, I would like to thank on behalf of the VRC middies for providing the trophies here today, and also to Jack Styring, whose idea it was that we would make these presentations. Thank you very much. In 1941, that's 51 years ago, George Kenny rode over this course and George rode National Debt. Congratulations, George. George will respond on behalf of all the jockeys.
To the VRC Club and all the members and committee, I would like to say thank you very much. And it's 50 years today since I rode a winner at Flemington. And that was a Duda Gullah hurdle, a year after the National. So I felt very happy about being able to come here, and I thank Mr. Johnson very much for his efforts and the VRC Club. Thank you very much, people.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the ceremony.